Hi guys, Aspen here from Drone in Nature. In this video I was thinking about showing you how I set up my first flight with my Dji Mavic Air 2. I think it's important to follow some steps before you go out to fly. Especially one thing is to check your surrounding, of course. Don't be too close to houses and people, and just to see that the weather is good. The wind is okay for flying. That's important. I want to show you what I bring along when I'm go out flying. Especially I use a landing pad. I think that's important, just to make sure that your drone is safely put on the ground. Many people land launch the drone. I don't do that because I think it's not necessary to do it. In some cases you can, but the most important thing is to make sure that your drone is set up on a good way. So I use a landing pad. It's quite simple. You can buy these at Amazon, pretty cheap. So this is just to show you. It's pretty easy to pack down. You have a black and a orange side. So just you have an H on each side, black side and orange side. So depending on your surrounding, you can put a color down that's really bright. Like now, I like to put down the orange side because it's pretty visible. Just make sure that your landing pad are safely placed on the ground. And you can put some pins down if it's a little bit more windy than today, just to make sure that it's holding its ground before flying. And like I said, this is my Mavic Air 2. I really love this drone. It's a few things that I check before I go out to fly, just to check the drone for damage or something like that. Okay, this is my Air 2, pretty compact, a good drone. I always check everything before I fly. Put out your propellers, like that. And a few things are important to see, to check. Your blades, of course, that they are not damaged or bent. Put all of them out. You can check all your blades that are straight, not straight, but right fasong. Make sure they're not damaged, that your battery is on place. You remember your SD card, of course, and just to check the drone visually, to see that everything is okay. Then you can take off your gimbal guard, pretty easy. Check your camera, everything is fine and looks good, and the propellers are on place. That's important. Let's put down the drone. And always make sure to put your drone facing forward, because when you bring out your drone and if you move your stick the wrong way, if it's placed with the face towards me and I push the stick forward, I can get it straight in my face. So that's important. Okay, you have your controller. This is a great controller. And of course you need your phone. It's cold in Norway. Okay. Then you will place your controller on your phone on your controller. A few things I want to do first. I always do that. I'm gonna put it up on the screen, but I always calibrate my compass on the phone, just to make sure that everything is set correct. And put on maps. and you have your dot on the screen. That's where you're at now. You can see it moving because it's recognized that I'm somewhere else. I'll press the little blue icon on the screen to calibrate my compass. This is on Norwegian, but yeah, you understand what I mean. And you can press calibrate the compass. You can see that on the screen it's showing you how to calibrate your compass, and you can see right now, if you understand Norwegian, it says that the compass is high, so it's pretty good, but I like to... If you press it only once, it won't start. So you press it 2 times, 1, and hold. And it's starting up. So it's pretty easy. Okay. Then the app is starting up. So everything looks fine, and let's start up the aircraft. And remember, it is important to take off the gimbal guard, because then, if not, your camera could be broken. Okay, so let's go fly. That's good. Press there. And always wait to get the GPS signal. You can see the red one up here. Just wait to get at least 10 satellites. So you can see no GPS.
The home point has been updated. Please check it on the map.
This is important to wait before you go fly, to make sure that your home point is set to the place where you take off. That's really important. You can set another home point if you move to another location, but you must remember to do that before, when you have moved. Let's now start up the drone. I think I'm gonna start up the drone like you do the first time, just to take the flight check. That's the right way to do it for a beginner. So you can go into your control and go all the way to the bottom. Yeah, because it's on the control settings. You have something called flight tutorial. I think it's important for beginners to do this the first time, just to make sure that everything is... You get familiar with the control and how the drone reacts to your replies on the controller. So let's press that one. Okay guys, we're now gonna take a pre-flight control before we fly. Do this especially the first time you take your drone up if you're a beginner. Let's go to settings, and on the control you have safety, control, camera, transmission, no, about. Let's go to control, flight tutorial. Start pre-flight check. Make sure that you're in an open place like this and no big obstacles in the way. I have some tree and stuff like that, but this is pretty open. Turn on volume on your phone so you can hear the feedback from the woman that are talking. Make sure that you have enough battery on your remote controller and on your phone. Let's start pre-flight check.
Perform a safety check before you fly.
Okay, so now you're gonna check your propeller on your drone. Let's do that. This is the drone and this is the propeller. Just to make sure that I hold firm on place on the motors, and make sure that your blades are okay, not damaged. Because if you get much vibrance, you can destroy your engines and you can destroy your drone. It can crash. Let's put it on. Let's go to the next setting. Make sure that you remove your gimbal guard. We've done that. And make sure that when you're taking off with the rear you are not in front of the drone, but you're at the back of the drone. Then unfold the remote control. We've done that. It's placed on the controller, my phone, and the cable, and sticks, and everything. Now we're gonna start the tutorial. Hardware status. Check the status of the device. Hardware such as the aircraft battery. We have plenty of battery. We have plenty of GPS satellite, 17. The remote signals is good. It's a full bar. And we're gonna check the flight altitude, distance from the home point, and flight speed. It's set to normal, and we can. The flight altitude is okay. We are at 0 because we are on the ground, and flight speed is set to normal on the controller. Next. On this aircraft you have you have obstacle avoidance sensors in front, on the back, and underneath the drone. You can see the red when you're near to an object. You can see it's flashing in front or in the rear or under, not on. You can switch between different video, quick shots, and hyperlapse. It's important just to test each of them. Camera view, check your camera view. It's okay. Safety check. Control sticks.
Learn how to take off.
Now we're going to learn how to take off with the drone. I usually use the icon on the screen. If you tap it, you get a box up. You have to hold your finger to the drone that's up in the air. And the drone will go up to 1 meter, 1.2 meters, straight up. This is why it's important to be behind the drone, because if you're in the front of the drone and it's wind, or you push your stick forward, you can get it straight to your face. So let's hold in.
Push the control stick to make the aircraft descend. Take off. The home point has been updated. Please check it on the map.
And go a little bit forward. Descend to 1 meter.
Control aircraft to descend. Control aircraft to turn left.
Turn left.
Control aircraft to turn right.
Right.
Control aircraft to move forward.
Going forward.
Control aircraft to
Backward.
move backward. Control aircraft to move leftward. Control aircraft to move rightward.
Return and
Learn
land.
how to land.
Level will fly at this point. Let's just
Landing.
this is landing. Brilliant, you've done your first pre-flight check. It's I think it's necessary to do once in a while, just to make sure that you do this reminder of to check the propellers and the aircraft and the battery, and just to get used to using the sticks. It's pretty easy to do something wrong, and that can have big consequences, of course. So just make sure to do it the right way. So yeah, I hope you learned something about this, just to make sure that everything is okay. So I'm thinking now to just to fly a little bit, have some fun. So quick and easy way to do it. But it's important to do once in a while. Even people that have much experience can forget, especially if the weather is bad and it's been a long time since the last time you did it. I don't do this pre-flight check every time, but I always check my aircraft before I go to fly with it. It's really important. So thank you so much for watching this DJI Mavic Air pre-flight check.